Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Genius taxes!
Ta-da!
Eurian. This is Standard. Hello, it's me, it's CGB. We're gonna try playing some Arena today. We gotta start somewhere, so I'm starting with a blue Dabba-dee-dabba-die. So this is a mono blue version of an Eddie Mark Crab Sunderflock deck with another elemental, Illuge the Shoreless Sea, as well as Bellion, which is an elemental, which might make Sunderflock cheaper, but it is only a 2-mana little elemental, and as a legendary is a one of, as the rest of the deck has some bounce spells, counter spells, and a lot of card draw. Might even be too much card draw. We'll see. I'm really leaning on Sunderflock and the Crab to keep me alive, so let's dive in. Let some ranked standard nonsense begin. Let's see if we can make our opponents miserable with the power of the Crab today. I'm gonna have some G Fuels. Delicious flavors. Though I may need to get more Mountain Dew going. I'm not sponsored. I don't care if you like G Fuel or not. You don't have to. Don't drink it on my account. Sorcery, instant flow state. Cha-ching. Come at me, Sacred Foundry. Are you gonna be a control deck? Are you out here trying to control me? Give me an opt. I like 3 steps ahead a lot, and putting it on the bottom might not be great, but I really want to get flow state online as soon as I can. Not 1, but 2 flow state. Can't wait to see if the opponent no more lies it. Ugh. Yeah, is this matchup winnable? I think you gotta really catch him off guard. So I could play Bellion the Parched. They would kill it, I'm most certain. I could bounce off, bounce it. I mean, this is the easiest card out there to kill. I think we have to bottom you. Take the Unending Whisper, which is a sorcery that we can play. And also play Winter Night Stories. I mean, this feels like a flow state to me, but it might be Winter Night Stories. I don't want them to use a No More Lies and get my whole turn. Besides, what am I doing? Sunderflock isn't very good against them. What does this have to be to win? The Crab, the Illuge, and the counter spells. Okay. Let's go for it. Resolves. So we could discard this, but then if we discard the flock here, we still have to discard 2 cards because of end step, but I think that's fine. Let's discard that. And this. Fill that graveyard, baby. Flocking crazy, I know. Flow. Go with the flow. Easy. All right, put 2 of them. I guess I need both of these, don't I? I'll find more crabs. I need all the counter spells. Slight. Give me Illuge. Don't really need the Whisper, but I might get to pierce something here. Yeah, that'll do. Slow him down a little. Try to keep him from having the perfect hand at all times. So we really want a bounce spell for this to get us through the first spell they're going to use on it, which is probably... Okay, that road's no good. Inevitable defeat, right? We've got to get through inevitable defeat. Okay, there we have a bounce off. With the red mana they have, I think this is a playable move. It's a 5/5. Like, they're gonna have a hard time killing that. Get lost. Okay. That is not what we want to run into for sure. But, ouch. Yeah. Now we really need them to not cast it on their turn, the Revelation. But they haven't gotten to cast Stock Up or Consult, so they might not have Revelation. They have Together as One, just as bad but worse. I guess we lose. Sad. Maybe there's still a way. Don't need both these islands. Okay, this is tapped, so intrusion is somewhat free. This would be both, but on their turn, the intrusion is free. But we also have a crab open. I think we just pass. Yeah, if we can still catch him with an intrusion and find another play, let's go for this. Go ahead, cast your revelation. Dare you. It's a pretty big hit, plus flow state. Pretty big hit. Here it comes. Get him. All right, we just have to find another counter, and I think we might be okay. We need 2 hits from this position. Winter Night Stories is 1, but after we attack, it's 2. This is equal in number of islands we control, so we play this first. Combat, swing, flood. Boom, bang. The priority hold could be flashback. It could also be one of the fire magic type things. Winter is coming. We need good counter spells here. I could discard the opt and the whisper instead and keep the crab. I think we need to. I think we need the threat, not the spell pierce. Spell pierce is borderline here. Paying 2 might not be good. The opponent may well be able to do it, but I think we keep going. All right, put 2 of them into your hand. I don't need the island, so I guess it's you 2. Could draw with this. Flow state still leaves up 2 mana, and we have crab, and we have a free instant on their turn. Let's keep going. Really want a 3 steps, but we had to put one on the bottom, didn't we? Okay. Whisper. Man, Sunderflux, not great, especially 2 of them, but I guess we could play a lot of them and make the opponent have like a Day of Judgment or something. I think the land might be better though. Let's be real. Whisper. Draw me 1 more card. It's not 3 steps ahead. It's even the land I don't need. All right, pass. Let's see what they do. Let's see how it goes. Nothing. All right, crab. They didn't play a land, so if this is Jeskai Revelation, we have the spell pierce. They're going upkeep? Inevitable defeat. Yeah, that's a rough one. Really needed something for that. But they went with can't be countered, and we drew 3 straight lands. Ooh, I hate that. But we just have to keep making 5/5s, right? That's how we do it. Draw me a card. Another crab. Play me a flock, so it can Winter Night Stories. There is a 3 steps. That's pretty good. That's going to be tough to get around. You go to 3? Flashback, get lost. Uh-huh. Pierce it while we can. Are we gonna get there? Crabby crab, 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 crab. Glass crab is on the bottom. So is the 3 steps. That's one reason I had a couple consult the star charts in here, to just kind of get through all that stuff to things I might have put on the bottom early because they didn't match what I needed. I think I just untap here. The big mistake would be letting Revelation occur. Okay, to combat. Bang. Lethal! I am 3 steps ahead of you, Void. Your ferventness is not enough for a control mage. Dub, dub, dub. On the draw. Cards, 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 cards. Sorcery, instant, cards, cards, cards. What could go wrong? Well, I could draw a land. By the way, 18 land deck. So, if you're wondering. Bricks. Okay, we're up against artifacts. This can hit a triggered ability. Maybe that comes up. Nothing. Consult me. I guess it's you. You seem great in this spot. Unless you die. I mean, try to play the ramp spell when you can ramp, right? Like, what are they gonna do? Play Saw Blades? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Now I have an island. Can't wait for you to be Hydro Man, so I don't have to figure out who the hell Belian is, the Parched is. Nope. No uniting this battlefront. No way. Illusion. It's my illusion. Any Arrested Development fans still left on this earth? Another one. Sure. Great. Love that. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. That just happened. Gonna hit you so hard for that. What do I need? I don't run the bounce spell into the Flood Maw. I guess I'll take a 3 steps though. And a consult. That's actually really good. That's really good. I'm ready for this turn. Although, I guess they can just sack the bricks. But then I can consult. Crabs and flocks can help out quite a bit. But I don't have a way to bounce these synthesizers. So the Construct army is coming, and I gotta get ready. Wonder if they have saw blades. Seems like they might have saw blades. All right, what do we keep? No crabs, my friend, none. The flow state should get us where we need to go, though. Let's keep things that don't do what we already do. I don't feel like I need stories. Guess I'll take the land. Is that true? I'm sure we'll find a land, right? I'm not even sure I need the bounce off. Yeah, let's take 2 slights and just pump this thing up beyond the saw blades. Yeah, look, we found it anyway. All right, start here. Okay, that's a lot of effects. We're cooking. We're so cooking. If I cast 2 spells here, I don't have 3 steps ahead open. How bad is that? How bad is that? But we do need to keep damaging them, right? I mean, maybe they don't do anything about it. Man, that's close. But let's see. Maybe we just find another counterspell, right? Okay. A lot of answers. I guess what's the worst that could happen? What do you know? I need a crab. We gotta find a crab. Oh my god, another 3 steps. That's not good. Yeah, I guess shoot me. And do I need 2 mana for anything, or do I deal another opt damage here? Double bounce off? Doesn't seem likely. I guess I'll deal 1 more opt damage. Ah! Dig! Where are my crabs at? Where are my crabs at? Mm-hmm. Yep. Gonna have to cope with these. Oh my god. I'm sure that's fine. I mean, are we gonna Sunderflock here? 5, 6, 7, 8. X less to cast, where X is the greatest mana value, so 2 less to cast. We could just flock these. Bouncing off our own flock might actually be what we need to do to stay in this game. Down to 8. A land? I mean, 4th simulacrum synthesizes, or is this just game? This might be game because of fire crystal, because these aren't flood maws. I guess some amount of them should be flood maws, but that's what I get for not using the 3 steps and having greed against the razor blades. But even if I had the 3 steps, I'd counter 1 of these, not 2. I don't know, man. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. And we did not. We were crabless. It is embarrassing how much we went through with no crab. That hurts. The crab is our oasis in the desert, damn it. I'll keep. And this is always Kona, right? Wonder how our Kona matchup is. Oh, don't want too many Sunderflocks here. We can keep bouncing Kona if they can't make it hexproof. We have a spell pierce to keep that from happening. It's all right. Deluge is a good way to get some value and fight through. Digging, digging, digging. Do I try to find a flow state? I don't think so. An informed opt decision is better. Spidey sense will be nice. Ooh. Well, a few too many bounce offs. Ooh. Okay. Do I counter that? Yeah. Yeah. Not a bad way to handle the speaker. You didn't use the ability. Let's go, big fish. Uh-huh. Oh no. Oh no. Boing. Ta-da! You think I would leave myself open to that? Come on. How about we attack, we flood, and we get free flow state? How cool would that be? Oh, are you thinking about bouncing this? At this point, I would play it again and have a third flood counter. Do it, bounce it. Bounce the fish. Yeah, they gotta wait till I at least use the mana. I don't know, when's the right time to bounce the fish, really? When I tap a land? An ending whisper. I will draw one card. Or will I flow? I'll flow. This might be where they bounce this. Nope. You seem like a good card. Yeah, I think they're going to try to bounce it on end step so I don't have mana open. That's okay, because I will still have mana open. They will not bounce it at all. All right. Yeah, uncounterable. Wow, okay. How many bounce offs can we come up with? At least another. Did I put one on the bottom though? Or was that last game? Uh-oh. That's not good. We gotta go fast. Too many Sunderflocks. Not enough crab. Another big fishy. It costs 0 here. Whisper? Slight, I guess. We're storming off, baby. You're in trouble. Okay, let's go. How many ways can we find to deal with a Kona? There's a crab, but is that what we need? It might be stories time. We're trying to beat a Kona into an omniscience. Go with the flow, baby. Could keep digging. This isn't quite a lethal attack. Tap you, draw another 3. I guess flow state goes just as deep without the pain. Does take the shields down on the spell pierce. That's the card we need, but we have a problem. If the opponent reads the room and bounces the illuge, oh no. But they let me do this, so who knows? Down to 4. End step. Don't bounce anything. Don't bounce anything. Don't bounce anything. Oh my god. Am I going to get to use this detect intrusion? I think I will. Yep, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Oh my god. Trigger. Counter that. Yes! Blue finds a way. Opponent goes first. This hand is a variety of cards and answers. What more could you ask for? Are we a spell pierce position? No, just go. Crab! That's what we need. I feel like I haven't had an early Eddie Merc crab ever. What the hell is this? Create a 2/2 bird. Whenever the land enters, +1/+0 with flashback. Okay. Let's whisper. I like having bounce off for the bird or spell pierce for the Earthbender's Ascension. They didn't play a land. They're doing everything wrong. Okay, well, I'm gonna bounce the bird since it doesn't come back. Whisper. Still drawing. Could slight. 4. Okay. Do it. Give me another crab. I have a spell pierce for this turn and double crab for next turn, or crab plus detect intrusion. No land. Haha! You know you're supposed to play lands in your landfall deck. Oh, I'd feel bad for them, but they're playing green, so I don't care. Bam. Begin crabbery. Why not? Could play second crab there and go 2-turn clock. I'm not sure which is right, to be real. Go with you. And pass, flip you, play crab, detect intrusion. Land? Not this time. Every card is... Okay, I see. Going big, huh? Guess we don't care that much. The spells here are pretty funny. Do I need to draw cards here or try to win? Let's do that. I can always detect intrusion, bounce a crab, counter an ability, replay a crab, tap their stuff. Everything's a landfall trigger. The whole deck, but they forgot to add lands. Yippee! Brilliant. Okay. Surely we'll find land with this hand, right? And an elemental to go with Sunderflock, who... Let's be real, we haven't flocked much. Very minimal flockering. Okay, give me the instant. We go with the flow. And we'll see if there's a land near the top. We've drawn a lot of land in every game so far. Will we draw one this time? Nope. That will not happen. 5 cards deep, no land. That's pretty good. 6 cards, 7 cards. Okay. It's tough, guys. It's gonna be tough. This might not be much of a game. Yeah, well, we're probably already locked in jail. 8 cards deep. I'm good. That was fun. It's nice. Nice game. All right. 1 landers are for suckers. Arena Shuffler's fine. I mean, I'm doing the thing. I think the Whispers are bad. I wanted more sorceries in the deck, but really between like Sleight and Flow State and Stories, I don't need them. I'm officially upset with Whisper. Should I replace him with Floodmaw? Probably. Game would probably be... We'd probably be better at everything, right? Give me the bounce. So if this is a Cub deck, we might finally get to see Sunderflock shining, and it appears to be a Cub deck. Let's see how good their opener really is. Double Cub? Give me the Dub Cub. That good. That's how good that is. But, I mean, there's your upside. Now we have to find a crab before they do anything too busted. Because they still have the pollinator. And if this were a Floodmaw, you can tell we'd be in a much better place. Oh my god. Shuffler's fine. Game. Even if we find a crab there, we can't cast it. Sweet. I love this. I love this so much. Let's see what happens with Floodmaw in the deck. Turbo Crab. Turbo Crab. How good do you think the 1-mana O2 is that mills you? In this deck, it would definitely turbo out the crab better. Maybe we should try it. I don't know. But if it's not interacting with the board, are you just losing? Still an 18 land deck. Curving out easy because Shuffler is so fine. Now, this is the matchup I'm worried about, to be honest. This is not a matchup I like being worried about one bit. Kind of makes me angry. But, hey, look at all my bounce spells. Too bad I can't pay ward. I can spell Pierce, though. It's when it enters, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is a dangerous matchup for sure. A Seam Rip with no target. Could bounce this. And then what does a Seam Rip do? Nothing? Yeah, I guess that's good. I think we'll use one of the Floodmaws. Like, that didn't do anything, really, so we get to save the rest of our spells for other things. We are going to need some help at some point. This Consult might need to be kicked. But maybe we can set them up with a turn where they just don't have anything on the field. Okay, so end step, if we go for the Floodmaw, we might draw their Shard Mage's Rescue. I guess that's fine. That's all they do with their turn. They miss their land drop. We're looking for an opportunity to consult. We're going to need to bounce their stuff at some point to make that happen. Oh, wow. So maybe they had Feather of Flight? I'm guessing that's what they had. Well, our 18 land deck is hitting its land drops. Let's see what they do here. Uh-huh. Spellbook Vendor. Okay. And they can't get an enchantment off that. So we do get to kick. Flow State. What's in the graveyard? I don't think there's any sorceries. Yeah, that was the thing with the Bloodmaw for the Whispers. No sorceries, and we immediately see it, but I guess we Flow State into Flow State. And a 3 steps ahead. Cast one of these. Flow State into Flow State. Keep digging. Eventually we can set up Sunderflock, right? I mean, do we do this again? Is one bounce spell good enough here? I think so. In fact, do we just bounce this now and Flow State? I think we do. The 3 steps isn't doing much. We'll just take these 2 bounce spells. And we'll keep bouncing. Do it now, play around Rescue, make them recast everything. And try to set up a world where we play Crab and Sunderflock and bounce it all again as we dig through the library. So, this deck has to now decide how to replay its creatures. Interesting. They just go with a Seam Rip for a counter instead of a Spellbook Vendor for a roll. Weird. Alright, Flow. You, for sure. You're not... I mean, I guess you're fine. And then we can pay ward. Do we just bounce this now? Or we wait for targeting or something? I think we wait. 3 bounce spells should be enough to do some damage, and also a 3 steps ahead. We are in danger of running out of cards, though. You want to play the Weaver? That's a good spell pierce target. We found it. Go to 10. They pass. I guess I will bounce this Scavenger now. Play this 5/5. Bounce all their stuff. Five five's good. And now we can bounce it off. If they try to deal with it somehow. Gotta leverage this thing to victory. That Scavenger, that 1 mana Scavenger just keeps coming back. Sheltered by Ghosts. We might have a rescue, but they didn't have it last turn. And if I bounce the flock, I just play the flock again and bounce this, which is so much safer. What the flock are you doing? Bam. Same position. Kinda. Can't bounce this flock again, but I do have a backup flock. Yeah. Yep, there's the aerialist. There's the sheltered. Okay. Same strategy. We're gonna do it all again. The luge. Greatest mana value. So it's 4 less, right? Or no, it's actually less already. So this wouldn't be reduced by a luge, right? But a luge, we can flood maw this thing. So we will. Get this down. Wait, double? Why is it double triggered? Oh, it's ward twice? No! What have I done? No! What have I done? Oh, that's so bad. Okay, don't die. Don't lose like this. How could this happen? Oh no. Oh no. Uh-huh. Surely not like this. Not with double ward. Not trapped by double ward. They had another one. Not this time. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. If I had lost that way, oh, that's a bad tone. On the play with Hydro-Man. So yeah, we actually have Crab and Flock in the same place, and my main concern now is will I actually have spells in the graveyard. So let's see what we can do. A 1 mana instant would be awesome here. Oh, that's probably really good too, the stories. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, there you go. Got it. So we can turn into the parched land and opt. Beautiful. Reanimator? How are we against Reanimator? Doesn't seem good, to be honest. I guess I need Spidey senses, so I should dig past this land, even though I need land? Oh man. Is that gonna get me? Maybe I'm supposed to keep that land. Got it. Never didn't have it. All right, stories. Got the backup land. We can discard one of these. Dude, is the flock any good? I don't know if the flock's any good at all. With a sorcery in the graveyard, the spell pierce is probably not good at all. I think I just want to discard these so I have the lands, the bounce spell, the flow state, and I can crab, right? This goes to 4. It's not quite there. Figure out when to bounce that thing. This is also pretty good against an Arden. They're gonna go Formidable. Formidable will put a bringer in the bin. Might as well. Gotta get crab ready. Dig. It's not what we needed. Look at the lands here too. Ugh. You hate to see it. Tap the billion, dig 3 more, try to come up with a 1-mana play. And what do? They bring her. They don't have a graveyard really to speak of yet, right? No, they don't have a graveyard yet. Maybe I put a luge in the graveyard just so I can get you. I guess I want to get the crab down, right? And then I can flock and stories or illusion stories. They're gonna block for sure though. This is tough. I really want to dig more. Is that right? Or do I need to get a crab on the field? It feels like I need a crab on the field. I've got to kill him. No downside to this attack though. Like right now, it's just bringer. We're okay for a turn. They haven't filled anything. Uh-huh. If I play this, they play the bringer. Yeah, let it. I'll take the attack. It's fine. Don't want them to bring her just to kill the crab. They're gonna do it. Weird. Why? What? Okay. I mean, they're really gonna regret that, right? These are not elementals. I guess it has to be you. Boing. Yeah, with those in the hand, that's gonna be... I think that's really tough. And now draw me some disruption, and we did. We found detect intrusion. Oh yeah, donkey. Why'd they do that? On the play, it does nothing for a while, but I guess that's part of the plan. It does have a 1-2-3. No bounce spells. Should I be nervous? I mean, that's not true. I have Sunderflock. I just have to find a crab. Just find a crab. Life's better with a crab. Watery Grave, huh? I'll keep the land. And not draw land. Jesus. It's fine. Just not taking any more lands when I opt. That's for sure. So what are you? Another Reanimator deck? Tapped Watery Grave on 1? Who does that? Somebody who's not willing to play an Undercity Sewer. That's who. Reanimator 2. Overlord. This is what they were missing in the other one. Filling that graveyard, getting that speaker. Look at that curve. There's only one. Like, just pick it. Like, are you thinking about leaving this in the yard? That's crazy. All right. Super intense, thoughtful reanimator player coming through. Gotcha. Stories. Do we go for it? I think we have to counter that speaker. And then Illuge. Hope they don't have Awaken the Honored Dead. So thoughtful. So thoughtful. Why? What's the big deal? What's you afraid of? What you afraid of? I mean, enough to bring out the rope. Wistfulness. I'm just gonna counter whatever I see here. Whatever they spend their mana on, I'm countering. Yep, you play your cavern. Good job. All right. Illuge. The Shoreless Sea. Give me blood counter. And hopefully we untap with that thing to really put the clock on them. Okay. Dig in, fill in graveyard. Not playing speaker is wild, right? Forest or an island. Yeah, this makes green. Okay, there's the big ones. Okay, gotta be ready next turn. Bounce off's pretty good. They want to block? They do. All right, let's draw some cards. Discarding the flock or the crab. Something we get back for free, right? When this enters, tap up to 2 target creatures. Is it? But then this bounces everything, but only when we cast it from hand. So yeah, if this is in the graveyard, it looks like I can't stop them from reanimating their board, but I can tap their board. Can also do that from the hand, though. And then I think I need Sunderflock. So Spell Pierce probably isn't good. What else isn't good? I mean, I guess Opt, you could say. How about the Bounce Off? Maybe I need the Opt instead to try to hit. The Bounce Off, though, can bounce the Arden? Okay. Ready for you. If you have it. I did name human. They're playing like they already have it. Oh, they go for speaker. Maybe they don't. And they're at 20, so we need a crab turn, and then we just need to hold them off for 1 turn. So finding a Spidey Sense should do it. Second Arden in the bin. Not what you want. Mana open. What you got? Am I going to regret discarding that Spell Pierce? Do they have Bitter Triumph? Don't think they do. Kick it. Let's get the right cards. Ooh. Ooh. That's not what I would call the right cards, but I mean, I guess we can play one of these flocks for 2 mana and then use stories to draw more. Boing. Are you any good? Come on, Spidey senses. Come on, Spidey senses. Okay. Hard mode. Bounce off the flock. I guess make them choose first. Not surprising. There's a lot of bounce going on here, but the flock off the flock is going to do a lot of work. But before they go to combat, we need to bounce this Arden, yeah? No haste. Nice. Maybe the matchup with this is just so much better than I thought it was. Because, like, look at this. This is pretty good. All that stuff in the hand is not bad for me. So now what? I mean, I guess you've still got some stuff in the bin. Nothing I can't bounce. That's to be Arden. Look at that. That wasn't so hard. That wasn't so hard. Ah, beating Reanimator feel good. Oh my gosh. Thanks Cool Stuff Inc. for sponsoring my videos. Use promo code CGB5 at checkout. You can get a discount. And also thank you to Dragon Shield. Use promo code CGB5 on their products and you get a discount there as well. The link in the description does support the channel.